Hey guys, what's up? It's Savannah. Welcome back to another episode of My Thoughts Exactly. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. If you're new here, hi, my name's Savannah. I'm your host of My Thoughts Exactly. And before we get started, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you never miss an episode. We post weekly here on the podcast every single Friday. You're not going to want to miss it. We also upload the video version onto YouTube on Fridays as well. So make sure you are subscribed. And with that being said, you guys, happy Friday. I hope you guys have had a great week. And if you haven't, guess what? It's Friday. It's the weekend. You made it. Happy Friday, you guys. This is a crazy week. This is undoubtedly a very wild week. If you live in the US, it is election week. I'm not going to get political. There is no need for that on here. But I did want to just acknowledge the fact that it's been a crazy week. I'm filming this on Tuesday. I'm filming it on election day. And I know there's a lot going on, a lot of anxiety, a lot of anxiousness. And I just wanted to say that I didn't feel right coming on here without just acknowledging it to some extent. I know I never get political and I'm not going to. I just felt like I needed to acknowledge it to some degree because it's obviously happening. Things have, transpired. And by the time you see this on Friday, I don't know what's going to happen. But I just wanted to mention it because there is a lot going on and it is a crazy week. But I did want to say happy Friday. And I'm here today to basically just have some fun with you guys. We're going to have some fun today. We are going to run through all of my favorites at the very moment. I thought, why not just be, just a girl? Let's just be just a girl today. And that's what we're here to do. So I've got all my favorites laid out and I'm really excited to jump in with it with you guys. There's no real rhyme or reason. This isn't categorized. This is just the stuff that I've been loving lately. Some of the stuff, I actually don't think I've ever shared most of this stuff, maybe one hair product, but other than that, I don't think that I've talked about really any of these products. And that's what makes me excited. And that's why I wanted to come on here and talk to you about it because I know we're veering into the holiday season and I am going to do a holiday gift guide as well. But I did want to come on and talk about some of the things that I've been loving. Maybe it'll spark an idea for you or a loved one that you have. And I just wanted to talk about it and just have some fun with it. So we're going to jump right on into it today. So I know that sometimes if you're an audio listener, these types of videos can maybe be a little bit, or these types of episodes can be a little bit more difficult because you're not visually seeing the product. But I'm going to be posting everything that I'm talking about on the My Thoughts Exactly Instagram as well. So you'll be able to find it one way or another. But we're going to start with the beauty favorites, the hair, makeup, skincare types of products. And we're going to start with the hair care product that I don't know if I've talked about before, but I kid you not, this is probably my 7th or 8th, maybe 9th or 10th bottle of it. And that is the Way Detox Shampoo. When I tell you guys that this is my go-to shampoo and it has been for years, I fully am not lying. I remember Killer Instinct did a sponsorship with Way years ago and they sent me their detox shampoo. And I remember just being I don't know, I was trying to figure out a good hair care routine for me and I used this shampoo and I immediately fell head over heels in love with it. It is such an amazing product. It is their detox. And I've found sometimes with my hair and maybe my scalp can get a little bit sensitive. And oftentimes if I use a new product, it can just make my hair feel really oily and greasy and heavy. And this product, the Way Detox, has consistently never made me have that feeling. I've always gotten out of the shower feeling clean, refreshed. My hair feels great. I will say we've talked about this a little bit, or I've pointed it out. My hair care journey has been extensive, but my hair evolution over the past year, 2 years, 3 years has been crazy. And I mean, if you go back and look at old videos of me of 3 years ago, my hair was to my shoulders and it was bleach blonde and I was, dyeing it every 6 weeks, on the dot, clockwork. But once I started using this product, the Way shampoo, I'm not going to say that it made my hair grow because it didn't. I doubt it did. But this is one product that I have used consistently over the course of these 3 years or 4 years and trying to grow my hair. I think it definitely has had a positive impact on my hair and just my hair health overall. I've really been trying to take better care of my hair and really just, making sure that I'm using products that my hair likes and that work well for me. And again, everyone's scalp is going to be different. Everyone's hair is going to react differently to different things. But this, I swear to God, like I've used so many different shampoos over the years, so many different hair products. This is something that I continuously go back to. I will never not use this. Like truthfully, it actually has a sticker on it right now because I ordered it. And so, again, this is like my 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th bottle, something like that. I'm obsessed with this stuff. Will always use it. Forever going to be a customer of theirs. And I love this shampoo. It makes my scalp feel so clean. It doesn't leave me with any buildup, no oil, no grease, no heaviness. And because my scalp is so sensitive, when I find something that it likes, I latch onto it. And the fact that I've never had a fluke in the past couple of years of using it. Like it's never done me wrong. I love it. And it makes my hair and my scalp feel so clean every single time. So I would definitely recommend it if you either have a sensitive scalp or if you're looking to kind of shake up your routine. I know it says to use this product, maybe I think it says like twice a week or something. I think. Yes. No. Let me see. I'm reading this right now. It removes buildup from styling products or hard water deposits and leaves hair feeling refreshed and super clean. Here's to your fresh start. See you next week. Yeah, I think it says that you're supposed to use it once a week. I wash my hair probably like 2 to 3 times a week. So I use it every time that I wash my hair and I've never had a problem with it. I'm not one of those people that's only going to use like one product every other month or whatever. Like I'm going to use it consistently. I use this consistently and it's perfectly fine. So that is my first recommendation and my first favorite. I absolutely love it. It would make a great gift for anyone too. I think my mom got this for me last year and I was so excited because again, I just use it all the time. Anyways, that's the first thing. Okay, moving on. This is another like shower-esque product. This is the L'Occitane. I shouldn't be allowed to say this. I don't know how to pronounce this. L'Occitane. I don't know. Don't quote me. But it's their supple skin oil and it's with their almond oil. And I found this on TikTok. There's a creator that I watch who has the most amazing, glowy, just hydrated, luminous, amazing, beautiful, stunning skin. And one of the products I was watching her her shower routine, and one of the products that she swore by was this almond oil because I believe it's like an all natural product, and she was really, really raving about it. And so I ended up purchasing it, and this is my second bottle of it. I absolutely love this stuff. I spray it on. So it comes in a spray bottle, which also I love. I love the fact that it's a spray. I do not like the droppers. I do not like, just the pouring it on your skin. I love the fact that it comes in a spray because I find that can be really buildable. Like you can spray it on your skin, and if you want more, spray more. If you want less, just don't apply as much pressure when you spray it. I absolutely love this stuff. It makes my skin feel so good and hydrated. My skin really responds well to it, and it's not oily. Sometimes you put on like oils and skin stuff and it's like I am so greasy, like I literally could just like slip and slide down concrete. That's sometimes how I feel with a lot of these products. This one I do not. My skin really just eats this up and doesn't leave any extra grease or oil behind, which I really, really love about this. It does have a smell of like almonds kind of, which to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of. Yeah, it's got a little bit of like an almond smell. Maybe it's not almonds, maybe it's kind of like sunscreen. Yeah, it's something like that. I'm not crazy about the smell, but I can bypass the smell for what it does to my skin and how my skin reacts to it. I definitely am someone who sleeps in like long sleeves and sweatshirts and stuff. So even if it I don't really smell it that much. I'm a nighttime shower person. Like I shower and then I go to bed typically. And so when I go to bed, I'm wearing like a sweatshirt or a long sleeve. So it kind of masks the smell a little bit. The smell isn't horrible. I would just have chosen a different smell if I made the product. But again, I love what it does to my skin and I love how much my skin really loves it. And I just find that it moisturizes my skin amazingly. It keeps my skin super hydrated. But again, it doesn't have that like greasy kind of feel that a lot of oils tend to have that I find. And now that we're, getting into the colder months, getting into the winter, I find it's so important to moisturize your skin and to keep your skin hydrated, your face, your body, creams, lotions, everything. And I love a good oil. So I'm a really, really big fan of that. This one creator was not the only person that I've seen talk about it on TikTok. I think that there was like some sort of partnership and like there's a bunch of creators that started talking about it at the same time. But I purchased it before I saw all of these like ads pop up for it. And I will say, it is an amazing product. I put it on right after I get out of the shower. After I like dry my body off, I'll put that on and it's just chef's kiss. Amazing. We love it. She's great. Okay, moving on. This is not a beauty product or a shower product, but it is my toothbrush. And let me explain. So I recently went to the dentist here. It was my first time at a dentist in Nashville. I went there a couple weeks ago and I had a really like long, extensive visit. And I mean, everything was great. It was a really, really like good first meeting. I don't like the dentist. I don't know anyone who does. I don't know anyone who's like, oh my God, like I love the dentist and I can't wait to go. And I'm not that person either. I don't like it. And when I went there and I was talking to my dentist, who she was amazing, the sweetest girl. We were talking and we were just hitting it off, chit-chatting, and she was telling me or asking me questions about my dental and like my dental hygiene and like my oral care routine. And I was explaining to her that I use a manual toothbrush. I don't use an electronic toothbrush or an electric toothbrush, whatever. And she was like, "Oh, like you need to." She was like, "If there's one thing that you change, like get an electric toothbrush because it's just that much better." And so I went home and I started looking at electric toothbrushes, and why was no one going to tell me that like these electric toothbrushes are like $300 or $200? Like that just seems absolutely mind-blowing to me. So on Prime Day, which was back in October, I think it was like mid-October, I went on and I got the Aquasonic electric toothbrush. I believe I got it for about $50 and I think it's originally, or maybe I got it, I think what it was is I got it for 29 and it was originally 55. I don't know. I'm going to look into it and when I post all of this on Instagram, I'll let you guys know about the pricing, but I remember it being significantly cheaper than all of the other electric toothbrushes, but it had the best reviews. Like it had thousands and thousands of reviews. So I was like, okay, people have tried it. It's got to be good to a certain degree. So I bought it and I love it. I use this thing every single night. I haven't had to charge it once since I got it, which again was like mid-October, which kind of seems crazy to me. Seems a little wild. Now that I'm saying that, that doesn't seem right. I feel like I should have had to charge it by now, but again, I'm not complaining. So I use this and there's 4 different functions on it. It has a clean function, a soft function, a whiten function, a massage function. I just use the clean function every single night and I'll brush my teeth with it. The one complaint that I do have, but I don't know if this is just like a universal thing with electronic toothbrushes, is that the head of the toothbrush is a little small. Little tiny for me. And again, I don't know if that's like all electric toothbrushes, but I would say that this one's a little small, but I do like it. Like for the cost and for everything and for like the effectiveness, it's great. And when I went home after my dentist appointment, I got the toothbrush and then I had to go back to the dentist a couple weeks later as like a follow-up. And she took a look at my mouth and she was like, "Oh my God, it looks so much like it looks great. Like, wow." She's like, "Your gums look," there was like I don't know. It was either like more pink. I think she said, I don't know. My teeth looked better. Long story short, you don't need to know the details of what goes on inside my mouth. But she was talking about how much better my teeth looked. And I was like, "I got an oral tooth or electric toothbrush, like you said." And she was like, there we go. So the Aquasonic, a great option if you're looking for an electric toothbrush, but don't want to pay like $300 for one. This is a great option. Never did I think I would be coming on my podcast talking about what toothbrush I use, but here we are. Okay, moving on to some of the more beauty products. The first one is the Hourglass Vanish Primer. I'm actually glad that we're doing this favorites video now because I know the Sephora sale is going on. I actually just placed an order yesterday and this is included in my order because I'm pretty much out of this stuff. The Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Primer. I might have talked to you guys about this before. I love this primer. It is amazing. I love Hourglass. I know that they're expensive and a higher end brand, but I think that their products just never miss. I love Hourglass so much. And with this Vanish primer, I remember the reason I tried it is because I was filming something in New York for work and I went to Sephora because I forgot like a bunch of stuff in my makeup bag. And so I went to Sephora and I was like, "Hey," I was asking the consultant there, I was like, "Hey, listen, I'm going to be on camera. Like I need a good primer. Like what would you recommend?" Because I think before then I was using the Milk Hydro Grip, which I love, but I was like, I'm going to be on camera. And if there's a better product that I could be using, I would be down. So she pointed me in the direction of the Hourglass Vanish and I love it. I'm obsessed. I think it does a great job just evening out everything and blurring pores. And I'm just a very big fan of this. Prior to this or after this, because this one is pretty much empty, I did buy a tester of like the Hourglass. There's a different primer and it's white. I don't know which one it is, but I don't love that one as much. I definitely prefer this Vanish one. And again, it's the airbrush primer and it's amazing. And I love it. And it really holds on to my makeup well. My makeup lasts a really long time and it just goes on very seamlessly. And the texture of it, let me make sure I get this right. I'm going to put some of it on the back of my hand if I can get any of it out. Yeah, it's like a, hold on. I don't think I can get any of it out. I think we're all done in there, but it is just like a cream texture. It's not very sticky. It's not anything like that, but it's a great product and I absolutely love it. And I ordered another one, like I said. It's very expensive for a primer. I think it's like $75, which is actually so stupid if you think about it. Or if you don't, I don't think you need to think very hard to think that that's crazy. But again, it was 20% off because of the Sephora sale. So if you want to go and like check it out, and if you're looking for a time to try it, now would probably be the time. Okay, moving on. This is a highlighter that I've recently purchased and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It's the Cali Ray highlighter. Let me open it. It's kind of hard to open, to be honest. Oh my gosh. Why is this so difficult? This is embarrassingly difficult. Okay, there we go. It is a beautiful, like champagne bronze color, and it's so milky and soft, and it's not dry at all. One of my biggest pet peeves in pertaining to makeup is like a dry highlighter or like a dry shimmer eyeshadow. Like I want that to look wet on my face, and this does. It's in the shade Starlight Beach, but it is their high exclamation point light highlighter. I've never used this brand before. I've never tried it out, but I love this highlighter. I love to put it on my nose, even on my lid. Like sometimes if I'm just looking for like a little like shimmer, I think that that's really pretty because again, it's like it looks wet on your skin and it looks so good. And then I put it like obviously it's just like a highlighter, especially when I have a spray tan. 10 out of 10. I love this thing and I'm just really excited because before this I really hadn't narrowed down on a highlighter that I had loved. I kind of stopped using highlighters for a while. Probably for the past like year and a half or so, I just stepped away from highlighters and it just kind of, I don't know, every once in a while I like to just add in a little pop and I feel like that's a great way to do it. So big fan of that highlighter. Okay, moving on. I want to talk about my recent lip combo because I'm obsessed with it. So I saw a picture on Instagram of Alex Cooper getting her makeup done and I looked at the details of it. And one of the lip products that she used, the makeup artist used for the look that was done was the MAC lip liner in Strip Down. I went out and bought it. It's my new favorite lip liner. It's definitely like a nude, like brown kind of color, but I love that. I'm obsessed with it and I think that it looks so good. I've never owned a MAC lip liner. I feel like MAC, I never got into MAC very much. I was always just kind of, I kind of just went into like Sephora and Ulta and CVS and drugstore stuff. I never got really into MAC, but I love this lip liner. Again, it's more of a brown, lighter nude, but I think that whatever you end up pairing it with, like you can make it more pink, you can make it more brown. I think that you can really, do a lot with it. It's very versatile. I like to pair it with the Warm Teddy lipstick from MAC. I think I showed you guys this in the last favorites video. I'm actually wearing it on my lips right now. I really like it. It's kind of like a kind of like a darker, like pinky brown kind of. I don't know, but I do really enjoy it and I put that on top. And then if I want to have like more of a pinker lip, I will add in the Makeup by Mario. This is their Petal Glow from their Moisture Glow line. It's a lip product. It's amazing. It's kind of like a mix between a lip gloss and a lipstick. Really enjoy this. And I'll put that over the Warm Teddy. Or what I've been loving, and I don't have it, I think it's in my car. I wanted to add it into this favorites video. The one thing that has been my ride or die staple has been the Summer Fridays lip balm, and I use the vanilla beige shade. You guys, I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I bought 3 more for my mom and my 2 sisters yesterday at the Sephora sale because I want to give everyone this thing. It is so good. It not only is like, moisturizing and healthy for your lips, but the color is so pretty. The smell is amazing. 10 out of 10 product. I thought everyone was just like BSing and like blowing smoke over these Fridays like lip stuff, but you guys weren't lying. This is actually so good and I'm obsessed with it. So if I want more of like a brown, because like the vanilla beige, I'll lean towards that. If I want more of a pink, I'll lean towards the Makeup by Mario Petal Glow. I love both of them. It again just depends more on my mood, my vibe, my outfit, how tan I am. That's what those are kind of like the deciding factors when I go through which products I'm going to be using. So we love that. Okay, moving on. I have some like random favorites to show you. The first one being, and then we'll get into jewelry, but the first one being, this might seem weird. Probably not. I don't think it's weird. This is a shower phone holder. This is actually my second one. This is why it's in a box, because it got here today, the second one. So I am someone who's chronically online and I love watching any sort of like YouTube, whether it's like a YouTube video from a creator that I like, whether I'm watching Dr. Phil on YouTube, whether I'm watching Real Housewives on Peacock on my phone, I am someone who's constantly watching something. I love to have something going on. And so when I lived in my apartment like a couple years ago, I got this shower phone holder because I like to watch TV while I'm in the shower. It makes my shower more enjoyable for me. So I bought this and I would watch like all of my YouTube videos while I was in the shower because it like got to a point where I was bringing my phone in the shower with me without this like barrier, and just like placing it on like one of the shelves and just crossing my fingers that it wouldn't fall down. We're not doing that anymore. We have a shower phone holder. We put it in there and that is how we like watch our stuff. So, and when I say we, I mean me. So I have one of these upstairs and it's for the shower, but I got another one because I want to put one in the sauna. So last year I bought a sauna and it sits in my garage and it's great, especially in the winter because it gets so cold here. I'm actually going to do it later tonight. And I'm very excited because I'm going to put the shower phone holder in the sauna. I freaking love this thing. The fact that I can watch TV while I'm just sitting there in the sauna is great to me. I also bought a new book and I like to read in the not in the shower, in the sauna too. And so we'll see. I might just read instead. But I did want to get this because every time I've been going in the sauna lately, I'm like, oh, I wish I had one of those like shower phone holders because I don't want to move the one that's already in the shower because I don't want to mess it up. So I just got a new one and I'm going to put it in the sauna and it's going to be amazing. And I'm going to just like be able to sit there and watch my show while I'm in the sauna, which is the goal. So I think this is great. Whether you want to put it in your shower, on your wall, wherever in your house, on your fridge, I don't know. Wherever you're like wanting some sort of like shelf to put your phone at, I highly recommend the shower phone holder. And I just kind of I don't know. Some people might think this is weird. I just think it's great. I think it's a really nifty invention. And it's one of those things where you do not need this whatsoever. You don't need any of the things I'm telling you. But these are just my favorite things. And these are the things that make my life a little bit more enjoyable. And sometimes it's the little things in life. This is definitely one of those like littler things in life that you do not need, but is really fun to have. So I really like this. Go pick up your own shower phone holder. I got it on Amazon and they're really cheap. I think it's like anywhere between like $10 and $12. I don't know. And it works great. I've never had an issue with it. Water has never gotten onto my phone and never gotten in there. Like it's never like served me any issue and it's never like fogged up because of the hot water, none of that. So big fan. Obviously it's waterproof. Obviously you can put your phone in it and your phone is not going to like, it's not going to cause damage to your phone, or it shouldn't if you do it right. So that is another fan favorite of mine. Now, I also wanted to include in this favorites a bottle of wine because if you know me, you know I love wine. I love all kinds of wine. I don't discriminate. I love a Cab. I love a Pinot. I love the only wine I don't like, this is going to be a hot take. The only wine I don't like is a Chardonnay. Can't do a Chardonnay. It's too sweet for me. It's too thick. I don't like it. And I will always refuse a Chardonnay pretty much. So other than a Chardonnay, I'm all in. Hand me anything and I will drink it. But I do have some fan favorites of mine and I wanted to share those with you so that you can also indulge in the winter as well if you wish and if you please. For me personally, as we move into these colder months, I prefer a red. I like a red wine. And in the summer, I like a white or like a rosé spritz where I'll do like a little bit of rosé, a little bit of sparkling water, and I'm a very happy camper with that, but I love red wine. I was actually talking to my friend yesterday and we were saying that there should be like a pill or some sort of tablet that you can take before you drink red wine. That way it doesn't stain your teeth and like doesn't stain your lips. I know that's like a big thing with people who drink red because it's a big thing for me too. I'm like, oh, like I hate like drinking red wine sometimes because it just makes my lips stain and my teeth stain and it's just like not a pretty picture, but it's too good to pass up sometimes, so I like don't really care. But I was thinking about it and I was like, if I was like single and like going on dates, because I mean, I'm sure I was doing this at some point too, but if I was single and going on dates, I feel like I would definitely be nervous about drinking red wine. When I was single and going on dates, I typically just drank like tequila sodas or like whatever, some like, very normal tequila drink. But now I'm a wine girl and have been for the past couple of years, especially since starting to date Hayden. Not that he's a wine guy. He really doesn't like wine. He never drinks wine with me ever. So I don't know why. I don't know why I said that, but I just noticed myself veering towards wine more so when I started dating him. Point being, I'm all over the place. Point being, I love red wine. If someone invented a tablet where you could take the tablet beforehand and it was like a barrier over your lips and teeth to not stain them, I think someone should do that. I might do that. No, I don't know. Who knows? But I wanted to run through some of my favorite wines. So this is the brand or yeah, it's a brand. I don't know. It's Brown. It's Browne. I love this wine. It's a great like middle priced wine. I believe it's like 30 something dollars and it's so good. I believe it actually comes from the same does it come from the same vineyard as Camus? I don't know. No, I don't think so. I actually don't think so. Do not quote me on that. Yeah, you shouldn't because it's the Brown family. But the one that does come from the same vineyard as Camus, which I also love and I wanted to tell you about, is Bonanza. Bonanza has a great cab, and I am not a cab girl or wasn't until I tried this specific cab. It's so good. I love it. And I believe that again is like somewhere in like the 20s, I believe. I think it's like $20 or something, maybe 25. Love that wine too. It's so good. These two, the Brown and the Bonanza, I don't have a bottle of the Bonanza, but the Brown and Bonanza are my favorites. With Brown, I've tried their Malbec, I've tried their Pinot, and I've tried their Cab and their blend. I really like their Malbec and I really like their Cab. I anything brown, I'm obsessed with. And I also feel like, and this is just me being ridiculous, but I love the fact that it's called brown because I'm in such a like I'm very much in my brown phase lately. Like I love like interior design with like brown. Brown has been in like very much my color palette lately. And so the fact that that is named Brown and it's a wine, I've really been enjoying that. So I've been loving that. I actually have two wines in my like wine rack right now and they're both brown wines. So I really love it and it's definitely going to be a staple of mine moving forward into the winter. I'm a very, very big fan of it. So we love brown wine over here. I know I was on this kind of kick of trying to find all these different types of wine. If you were watching the vlogs, I was trying to find like the best cheap wine at Trader Joe's. I kind of stopped that. I more so am just like finding what I like and sticking to it rather than just like going and shooting a dart at the liquor store and hoping I land on something that I like each and every time. Now that I'm kind of building up my own palette and figuring out what I like to stick to what I know. Brown is amazing for me, and I also love the Bonanza one. Other reds that I like are Mayomi. I feel like that's a great staple. Flowers, definitely a little bit pricier, but amazing. Those are just kind of like my favorites and my go-tos for wine. But you know what's also been like my go-to drink lately that my mom turned me on to? So it's tequila. I believe it's Reposado. Maybe it's Anejo. I don't know. It's one of those. And you put that, a little bit of Don Julio in a tequila glass or just any glass, ice, sparkling water, and like a orange or a grapefruit. You squeeze that in there and then cut a wedge and put it in and just like let the flavor sit. It is so nice. And sometimes you don't want wine. Sometimes wine is too heavy. Sometimes it's a lot, and sometimes you don't want it. And sometimes it leaves you with a nasty hangover in the morning, no matter how little you drink. That's kind of like where I am at in my age range. I feel like I can have 2 glasses of wine and just feel very hungover the next day. So I'm trying to switch things up a little bit. So I love that tequila drink. It is so good and refreshing. Light, does not make me wake up feeling like I don't want to get out of bed. I actually feel very fine and normal and like nothing happened the night before, but it gives me the perfect, just kind of like, gives me the perfect feeling, scratches the itch completely. So those are my alcohol. Those are my alcohol beverages of choice as of late. And with that being said, you guys, those are my favorites, my current favorites from the past couple months, and I'm sure are going to be my favorites for the next couple months and for the foreseeable future after that. I don't see these going anywhere anytime soon, and I'm so excited that I got to sit down today and just talk to you about them, because I love these products and I always never want to gatekeep what I love. So I'm going to be posting, like I said, all of these onto the My Thoughts Exactly Instagram page. Make sure you're following if you're not already. It is just at My Thoughts Exactly podcast. They're all going to be posted. I'll have links to everything. And these are great things for not only yourself, but if you wanted to gift them. Like I said, we'll be coming out with a gift guide very soon, but also just wanted to put all these out there for you guys to know what I have been loving lately, because again, these are my favorites. And with that being said, you guys, that is going to be all from me today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of My Thoughts Exactly. Again, if you're new here, hi, my name's Savannah and I'm your host. And make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We post weekly here on the podcast every single Friday, and you are not going to want to miss it. We also upload the video version onto YouTube on Fridays as well, so make sure you're subscribed for that. But that is going to be all from me today. So make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.